Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie Square and to episode 33 of Crochet and Tell, where it's all about you. Okay, so first things first, what's coming up on the channel? As you know, I did part 1 of a tutorial on how to read a pattern and how to make a baby blanket. Part 2 is coming up. In the meantime, I found out that another one of our children, one of our girls, is pregnant. So exciting. And she's actually due a week or two after Matt. So now I have to really get in gear because I have to make a second baby blanket. So I will be doing a tutorial on another baby blanket as well, and I haven't decided. I may design my own for this one. So much to do, so little time. I am so excited. Also, if you're watching this video as it comes out, today and tomorrow, July 12th and 13th, are the days of Amazon's big deals. So if you'd like to check those deals out, I actually listed the crochet deals in the description below. Get them for yourself or as a gift for someone. It's a great time to even buy holiday gifts. Truth be told, I bought a few already. And I'm going back to check out a few more. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to your projects. Our first project comes from Barbara Nines. She says, "Hi Frannie, love the Crochet and Tell segment. I'm so glad you do. Thought I would send an idea for using up leftover yarn that is not quite scraps. These scarves are done in simple filet triangles edged with different fringes. They work up quick and look stylish. Apologies for poor light, but you get the gist. Much love and appreciation to our community. Best regards, Barbara." These are great, and what a great idea for using up scrap yarns. I love them. Thank you so much for sending those in, Barbara. The next projects come from Ronina Hoyette. Take a look. She said, "Hi Frannie, I've learned lots of new techniques and stitches in the last few months. Pictures 1 and 2 are a baby blanket and sweater for a former student's new baby girl. Picture 3, Shelby dress pattern from Babes in the Wool Crochet, Paintbox Simply DK. 4 and 5 are baby blankets for the women's shelter. 6, Flower Fairy Shrug from Themula Hole. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. I apologize. For a friend's granddaughter. Paintbox Cotton Aran. Picture number 7 from Mon Petite Violin, I think. A combination of her berry cardigan, grape cardigan, and some of my own changes. I used Patton's Grace yarn. Awesome, making it your own. Picture 8, another from the Mool Hole. The Minty Mint cardigan made in Paintbox Simply DK. This one takes very careful counting and attention to detail, but it is worth it. Picture 9, Woolly Wonders Crochet Olive Sweater in Simply Soft. And pictures 10 and 11 are 2 more sweaters for the shelter. I am currently working on boy sweaters to send there. All in all, a very productive time. I'll say so, Ronina. This is amazing. All this work you got done, and so beautifully done. Your work is really spectacular. Thank you so much for sending those in. Next, Charlotte Bruce sent us another baby blanket. She said, "Hi Frannie, here is the sparkly pink baby blanket. It was a commission, but I don't want to give it to them." LOL. I don't blame you. I couldn't resist doing the traditional pink when I saw these colors together. The white and light pink are Little Twist baby yarn from Joann's, and the darker pink is I Love This Yarn Metallic from Hobby Lobby. Done in the puff shell stitch using an eye hook. Oh, I used natural sunlight to capture the true color and sparkle. Happy crocheting, everyone, and thank you, Frannie, for having Crochet and Tell. My pleasure, and thank you for submitting your projects, Charlotte. Beautiful work. The next submissions come from Amanda Bradshaw. Take a look. She said, "Here are a couple of dresses I made for my niece. The ivory and pastel turquoise is 100% cotton with a puffy balloon skirt and basic double crochet ruffle sleeves. Added some trebles to widen the neck hole, and it fits much better. The second sunflower play dress, yellow and burnt orange with forest green running stitch around the bodice, reminds me of a Scandinavian summer. The drape and hang of the skirt feel similar to knitting texture. My neighbor asked for one for her little girl, so I'm excited to improve on the design. Plus, new colors are always exciting. Your designs are great. Here are a couple hair ribbons. Got the idea from your belt tutorial. That's great. I've been playing around with different yarns and dimensions. 32 inch to 36 inch is a good length in case you want to tie a big Minnie Mouse style bow. So far, we've found 8 ways to wear it. My sisters, nieces, and a few friends are testing my work and keeping me busy with requests. That's awesome. Navy newsboy hat, 4-year-old size. The brim has slip stitches between each row of single crochet to stabilize and give shape without using wire or cord for support. What a great idea. Next time, I might add ribbing to the base for stretch. If anyone has tips for a beginner designer, I would use any and all advice. Happy crocheting, beautiful people. Well, thank you for sending in your designs, Amanda. They just get better and better. And I love that you're going to the community for support. We have so many talented people out there. Next, we have some submissions from Lisa Mayen. She said, I completed a yarn bombing. 16 feet of vine and flowers. Should have made the flowers bigger. My sister and hubby manage their town's community garden, and I wanted to add a little fun to the fence. With the help of my best friend, we attached 16 feet of crochet flower and vine to the fence. It was a lovely day, got out of the city for a few hours, and had lunch. I didn't tell my sister, so the yarn bombing will be a surprise. Hope you're enjoying some lovely days. Awesome. That is such a great idea, Lisa. I love it. Next, she says, I wanted a lacy type top to wear over tank tops. Well, I got carried away, LOL. It's huge. It would make a nice beach cover, but I never go to the beach, don't own a bathing suit, so I'm going to give it to my sister. Well, you can give it to your sister, but I think you could also wear it over a tank top, maybe with a belt. That could be nice. I love the colors, and I love the stitch in that. That looks really pretty and so great for summer. I like wearing things in the summer that cover my arms. I don't really like to show my arms a lot, but that I still keep cool in. So this would be something great for that. Thank you for sending those in, Lisa. And if you do give it to your sister, I'm sure she's going to love it. The final submission comes from Mary Gannon. Take a look. She said, this shawl is called the Faded Bloom Shawl from Annie Design Crochet. I used 1 Caron skinny cake in raspberry ganache and an F-hook. Next, Pineapples on the Boardwalk shawl from Spring, the Fiber Enthusiast. I used Bernat Cozy Style yarn, 1 skein each of black, gray, and white, used an eye hook. Really pretty. I suggest watching the video several times as the instructions were so intricate I was not able to remember all the steps, so I watched for each pineapple. Those pineapples are amazing. Virus meets Granny shawl from Fiber Spider. I used a mandala bonus bundle in Pegasus. I did have some yarn left over, used H-hook, a bit challenging, but I will make it again. Like that. I think I have that Pegasus yarn. I'm gonna have to look. Next, I made a sand dunes wrap from Fiber Flux using 1 Caron skinny cake in Buttermints. Used an H-hook. I chose to add the tassels. I think that's a great choice. I like the tassels with that. Next, a sawtooth shawl from the label on a Caron cake. I used a Caron skinny cake in tart tatten and an H-hook. The 795 yards were not enough to do the full edging, but it looks fine without it. Interesting. I like it though. She says, for this one, I didn't write down the pattern info, but I used 2 Caron cakes and a G-hook. Next, this was a very old Yarnspirations free pattern. I used Simply Soft yarn and an F-hook. It is a size 5 pink pineapple dress from a vintage pattern book. I used an E-hook, used 3-ply baby yarn from Bernat, size 3 to 6 month. Look at these matching booties. I always struggled with booties. They usually turn out big enough to fit my feet. That's funny. But these are adorable. And she says, I've done a lot of shawls on purpose. I have relatives coming to town this week and I want the ladies to each take one home with them. What a great idea. The Ultimate Sacrifice Shawl from Lorraine Pugh, Ravelry. I used a Cotton King Sultan Deluxe cake from Hobie in number 33 Rainbow and a Meadow Hook size E. I did not use all the yarn and ended up color controlling and adding 3 extra rows to be able to use all the colors. It will look better after blocking. That way the points will show. I love those colors. Beautiful. A shrug from a vintage pattern book. I used some size 5 cotton and a small metal hook. It has a filet flower design. Here's a baby dress with puff sleeves from Crochet for Baby. I used 2 skeins of Big Twist Vivid yarn in the color pink. Used a size G hook to make it to fit 12 to 24 months. The hook size determines the dress size. I did not do the puff sleeves because I will be doing a cardie to go over the dress. For the trim, I used a half a skein of Hirschner's Cheerful DK in white. That's awesome. This is a close-up to show the stitch texture. It looks complicated, but wasn't. She does a great job with the tutorials. This is becoming one of my favorite designers. I will have to check her out. Thanks, Frannie, for doing the crochet and tell. I love seeing what everyone else is making also. I checked your son's channel and subscribed too. Thank you. He is so talented, and I love that instrument. I do too. I think that is one of the coolest instruments I've ever seen. So that was all of the projects that were submitted for this crochet and tell. It's less than usual, but we're in the summer months and people are on vacation and they're not crocheting as much. I know it's been more difficult for me too. I loved all the baby projects. It's giving me ideas because I have to get to work on making some baby things. If you'd like to be part of the Crochet and Tell series, send me pictures of your projects along with descriptions describing the patterns you used, the yarn you used, anything you'd like to tell us about that pattern. Did you design it yourself? What did you learn making that project? It's always great to get inspiration and motivation from all of you. So send your pictures and descriptions to my email address at franniesquare@gmail.com. Okay, so that's it for today. Stay tuned for the baby blanket tutorials, and I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful summer. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.